So welcome students, welcome once again to the web classes. In the previous lecture we understood about the present perfect tense. Today what we are going to learn is present perfect continuous tense, right? First of all we need to understand when do we use the present perfect continuous tense, right? So there is a simple thing to understand this tense. We use present perfect continuous tense to express about an action that has recently stopped or is still going on. It was started in the past, right? Suppose this is a past. I have started a particular action here and this is present. I have taken this process till here, right? And I don't know about whether the situation or whether the action is stopped now or it is still going on, right? But I have started it in the past and I have just taken this to here. Then to describe this situation, we will use present perfect continuous tense, right? So what does that emphasize? It emphasizes always on the duration of an action, right? It is emphasizing on what? It is emphasizing on the duration of the action. So here is a simple picture to understand this thing, right? This is past, this is now, that means the present, this is future, right? I have started a particular action here in the past and then I'm taking it to the present, or whether it is stopped now or it is still going on, I don't know about it, right? Or if I'm knowing, I will surely answer about it with the sentence, right? So it is uncertain. It is will it be going to the future? It is also uncertain. So if we are having a particular action started in the past and we are taking it to the present right now, then we will use the present perfect continuous tense. The action continued for a specific amount of time before now or started recently. It should be before now or started recently, right? For example, Michael has been jogging, right? He has been jogging for an hour. What does that mean? Michael has started jogging an hour ago. He has started a particular situation, a particular action in the past, and he is taking that to the present, right? Moving further, we will understand about the sentence formation. How do we format the sentences? The positive formation, we can see, first of all, we need to add subject, then has, have, then been, and wing. Wing, what does that mean? With this mean verb plus ing. You can see what do we use with he, she, it. It is always has. With I, we, you, they, and any plural name, it is always have. Then been, and then we will use we for, right? Verb plus ing. For example, I have been cooking, he has been cooking, right? Next, negative formation. What do we need to do in negative formation? Just need to add a negation of the word not between has, have, and be. See, he, she, it has not been, hasn't been. We can also use that. Starting before we are using here, right? I, we, you, they. You can see we are using have with them, and after that been between them we are using a negative word which is not, and we for. For example, I have not been cooking, or else I can use I haven't been cooking. He has not been cooking, or else we can use he hasn't been cooking. If we are going to form a question, has, have, then subject, then be plus word fourth form. That means we for. So if we are formatting a question, if we are forming a question which can only be answered by yes or no, then we can use has, have to form the question, right? Just like has he, she, it been starting a particular thing, an object, right? If you want to understand the difference between positive, negative, and question form, then we can see in the positive and negative form we are using subject first, and in question form we are using has, have, the auxiliary verbs first, right? Where you can see has, he, she, it, have, we are using with them I, we, you, they, right? then beat, and then B4, which is also called were being or wing, right? You can see the example. Have you been cooking? Here is written, has she been cooking? Right? Moving further, here are some examples for you. Positive sentence, I have been studying, you have been studying, he has been studying, she has been studying, it has been studying, right? You can see I'm using has with he, she, and it. And I'm using have with I, we, you, and they. You can see that, right? For negative, what I'm using, I'm just placing not here, right, between have and has. You can see here it is just put it here, it is just put here, not between have and be, right? You can also see this right? For question I'm just forming, what I'm doing, just placing have and has before the subject, right? You can see the examples as well. If you want to format a question with informative answers, then you can use WH words like what, which, why, when, where, right? So I hope you understand this present perfect continuous tense, right? Thank you so much. Stay safe, stay home. We will meet in the next lecture. Thank you.